Good morning, everybody. I live in Longview, Texas. And if you've spent any time around here, you know we don't have comedy clubs. None. Which has led me to believe that laughing in Longview is actually illegal. Seriously, I think there's a city ordinance on the books from 1952. If you chuckle in public, they send out strict enforcement. And look, I used to do concrete work, so I've seen the kind of guys running things around here. We had this concrete foreman everybody called Lily-White. He got that nickname because no matter how dirty, muddy, or nasty the job site was, this man showed up looking fresh out of a catalog. Clean, crisp clothes, sharp look, and bright, pristine white rubber boots. Not a single speck of wet cement on him. He looked like an undercover cop at a pour. Lily-White did not play around. If you were laughing on the job, he'd just stare at you over those white boots until the joy left your body. And honestly, East Texas law enforcement operates the exact same way. So intense that even the local wildlife knows not to mess around. I found this out the hard way a while back. I was driving down the road at night, high beams on, minding my own business. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I get hit by a deer. Not a little Bambi either, a 14-point buck the size of a paint horse. He didn't just cross the road, he sideswiped my truck and took out my driver's side mirror like a hit-and-run driver. So I started researching this, and I noticed a pattern. Almost everyone who gets hit by a deer has their high beams on. High beams aren't a deterrent, they're a homing beacon. And now automakers are putting those icy, ultra-bright blue LED headlights on all the new cars. Have you seen these? They're not headlights, they're a 6,000 Kelvin bug zapper scaled up for livestock. Standard yellow lights tell a deer, stay back. Blue lights tell a 14-point buck, come hit this side mirror like a piñata, Earl. And that's when I figured out the scientific truth. Deer are obsessed with blue lights. I saw proof of this just the other night. I was driving past a traffic stop on the highway. 3 cop cars, red and blue lights strobing, making a full-on arrest. And as I pass by, I look over at the tree line, and there is a whole herd of deer standing on the shoulder. They were pretending to munch on the grass, but they weren't eating. They were rubbernecking. They're standing there in a huddle like a neighborhood watch committee.
Look at him, Earl. Told you he was speeding. He's doing the walk and turn now. Oh, he's going to county tonight. Get him, Sergeant Frank. Slap him cuffs on. I'm not kidding. They were practically eating popcorn on the side of the road.
At some point, you gotta wonder if there are rubbernecking laws that take deer into consideration. If I slow down on I-20 to look at a traffic stop, I get a ticket for impeding traffic. But a 14-point buck can set up lawn chairs on the shoulder, place bets on a breathalyzer test, and Fish and Game doesn't even issue a warning. What's the officer gonna do? Pull the buck over? Sir, I need to see your driver's license and proof of registration. The buck just points to his antlers like, do I look like I carry a wallet, officer? Lily-White himself chopped my ID this morning. Call Sergeant Frank, he knows me. So, if you're driving through Longview with those blue LED headlights and a deer takes out your mirror, just know he wasn't trying to cross the road. He thought you were the law, coming to bust him for laughing, and he was just trying to destroy the evidence. Thanks, guys. You've been great. Good morning.